You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Well, come on in here. I'm so glad to have you here today. A couple of days after Easter, and I'm still working on my big Easter bunny. I got this chocolate bunny. My wife said, what'd you do that for? I literally bought it myself and brought it home. It was on sale Sunday afternoon. She said, why? I said, because I need a boost. I need a daily boost. I need a boost. I need a daily boost. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. Former fat guy living in a relatively in-shape, hot, old guy's body. It's awesome. Yes, I like the Easter bunnies. I like the milk chocolate thing. I know some people hate it, but I kind of like it. If you ever want to buy me candy, by the way, if it's around the holidays, it is absolutely peppermint patties. The real ones with the sugar and everything. Any other time of the year, it is absolutely a family-sized pack of Twizzlers. I know, the worst thing in the world you could possibly eat. I don't do it all the time, but I do it sometimes. And if that's not around, or sometimes even if is that around, the biggest bag of peanut M&Ms you can find will make Scott happy. It just does. And I have to really be careful because I will eat the whole bag in one sitting, and that's not good for anything about my body. Good to have you here today. I want to let you know that notesfromscott.com is active. I didn't have a fancy name for it this time. I just gave up. I said, what is it? It's a note from Scott. So go to notesfromscott.com. I'll send you an email twice a week, usually on a Tuesday and a Thursday. People like them. They're not unsubscribing. So there's no sales pitch. It's so sneaky. Listen, I will if I want to do something, if I want to sell something, if I want to do a workshop or a webinar, and I do those from time to time, I'll just send you another email and I'll tell you get there. And if I want to sell something, I'll go sell it to you. I'm not going to trick you with this one. This is just for us to connect. Okay. Notesfromscott.com. So I've been talking about the AI thing and the AI era that's coming, and we're going to arc this for a couple of days and then kind of get off it maybe Thursday. We'll do that a little bit. I'm just kind of on the roll right now. I mentioned those apps I was writing. You've heard me talking about my daily awareness diary that I have people doing, done it for a few years now. It's so spectacularly good about, if you want to find clarity, this thing just opens you up. I mean, it really, truly does. Anybody who's done it, and nobody likes to do it because, I have to write it every day and I have to keep a diary and I have to put it in a GPT and all that. No, we're writing an app for you now. That's it. Just every single day, spend about 6-7 minutes on it. And after a couple of days, it starts spitting out who you are. Talk about clarity. That's what AI is helping me do. And I'll tell you more about that here in the future. But with the AI thing, I mean, you can't hire somebody else to do your push-ups and you can't hire AI to do your push-ups, can you? Just can't do that. I mean, it can write your first draft of anything you want to do. If you have a workflow, if you're at work, if you're writing letter, it doesn't matter what it is. It can write the first draft. It can research your competitors, really good at that. Summarize a year's worth of data, like boom, like that. Generate social content, draft emails, build workflows, the whole thing. I actually used it last night. I watch about 10 videos a day. These are people I follow all the time in different niches and different industries that I just want to know about, and they're right on the edge of their game. And I watch these videos, but it takes time. So I just built an AI workflow to go out to YouTube to check and see if they have a new video. If they did, grab the transcript, bring it back to Claude, summarize it for me, and give me the executive summary in my email inbox. Boom. I've just taken hours of the work. And I'm doing it in about 20 minutes reading time. So much you can do. AI can do a lot. But there's one thing it cannot do. And for the entrepreneur that you might be, because I think in the future here, I think a lot of us are going to be entrepreneurs like I've been for a long time. But when the workplace starts to change, a lot of us are going to do other things, because the same thing you're doing at work for somebody else right now and hating, you can do on your own these days. World's changing, guys. So years ago, I was working with a woman who kept hiring personal trainers. Not the same one, different ones. Every few months, she'd find someone, work with them for a while, and get some results for sure. And then she kind of drift a little bit and then start over with somebody new. This is what she did. So one day I asked her about it. And she said she just needed someone to push her. Push her to do what? To go, she said. She wasn't hiring a trainer. She was renting motivation from the outside, basically. That's about what it is, right? I'm kind of a motivation rental here. Kind of what I am, right? Oh, I should charge you. I should. And the moment she stopped paying, by the way, the motivation went away, right? The trainer could design the program, show up, count the reps, but the contraction happened in her muscles, not theirs. The strength she wanted only grew through the work she did herself, and the trainer would push her through it. And I'm okay with that, by the way. I actually prefer to have somebody train me. I prefer to have somebody help me. I'll still do all the work, and I very definitely choose to hire them. Like I do with AI. I very definitely hire the help because it's easier, right? I'll still do the work, but I just want some help. But you can't hire somebody to do the push-ups for you, can you? Trainer can tell you what to do, but if you don't drop to the floor and do it, you don't get the result. So I watched a version of that same pattern emerge with AI right now. People using it to generate content that they haven't actually thought through, to write in a voice that isn't theirs, to produce a polished version, consistent version that's on their brand and sounds like them. Instead, it sounds like nobody. It sounds like somebody else. It's all over. The AI slop, it's all over the place right now. It doesn't have to be. The output is technically fine. It doesn't sound like anyone, really. It kind of sounds like everyone. AI is a multiplier. And the part people keep getting backwards, they think of it as a replacement. What it actually does is multiply what you bring to it. If you bring your experience, really good experience, the things you've actually figured out, the problems that you spent years solving, your wisdom, the observations only someone living inside your work for decades would have, AI helps you deliver that faster, cleaner. And to use a word that a lot of these folks are using these days, at scale. That's what it does. If you don't bring anything specific, it gives you a very polished nothing. Have you seen that before? I was arguing with a friend, literally arguing in a fun way. I guess it was debating. I was debating. It was kind of an argument, actually. He said, AI sucks. I canceled it. It gives me crap. I said, well, you just don't know how to use it. I do. I studied. I use it all the time. I gave up on it. I write better than AI does. I said, no, you don't. Listen, you can't write better than a thing that knows everything. You just can't do it. All you got to do is know how to extract the skill set out of it. Man, most people get something it's kind of component-ish. It's kind of forgettable. It's kind of indistinguishable from 10 other people. You go into a room, everybody's saying the same thing. Can you imagine that? If you went to a party and somebody asked a question, you all gave the exact same answer. Man, you know I have 850 words on my AI banned words list right now? Slop. Not my stuff. You're not going to hear it. Your experience you have is an asset. Your judgment, it's your asset. That's not going away. The relationships you build over time, man, that's huge. Your particular way of seeing the world exists because you've lived a certain life. That's so powerful. AI can help you with all of it, but it can't generate any of it on your behalf. You still have to do your own push-ups, don't you? But I don't like doing the work. I don't like doing the push-ups. Yeah, you do. It feels great. You know what I did today? I used to say all the time, I work out so I can go out. I got up this morning. I had breakfast at 6 a.m. I had overnight oats. I went to the gym. I worked out really hard. I moved a lot of weights, the whole thing. And then on the way home, I said, you know what? I work out so I can go out. And I decided to have a double breakfast today. And I had to swing in and see my friend over at the Cumberland Farms and buy a little breakfast sandwich. Phew, wow. See, I did the push-ups. I earned the reward. Sometimes I do it too much.
Marvel Television's Wonder Man, an 8-episode series, now streaming on Disney+.
A superhero remake, not exactly what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
Action! Simon Williams, audition for Wonder Man.
I'm gonna need you to sign this, assuming you don't have superpowers.
I'll never work again if anyone found out.
My lips are sealed.
Marvel Television's Wonder Man. All 8 episodes now streaming, only on Disney+.
You know Peter Drucker? He coined a term way back in, I think it was 1959. It's a long time ago. He coined the term knowledge worker. And he basically said that you can't, that they're the business's most valuable asset. It's their judgment as a knowledge worker. Now, I think it's evolved a little bit over time because knowledge workers these days, if you're a base level knowledge worker, you're going to be out of business, out of a job here in a year, 18 months, maybe a little bit longer than that. But a knowledge worker with real wisdom and real judgment is going to be so valuable. The accumulated pattern recognition, and that's what all of us do as humans. We are pattern recognizers. And if you have mastered that from years of kind of living inside problems, your ability to kind of read a situation, to know what's going on, not because you calculated, you didn't ask AI, just because you've seen it before, you recognize it. Different forms under different conditions, and you know how it ends, right? If you fly airplanes, we call it a sight picture. What's a sight picture? You look at the windshield, you look at the runway, you need to land there, and you know if it looks right or if it looks wrong. So you just keep making it look right. It's easy. People do this in shooting too. You go to the range. It's hard to look down and get that target, right? But eventually you figure out it has to look a certain way before you pull the trigger. If you keep it looking a certain way, you hit the target. Sight picture. So Drucker wrote this 50 years before AI existed. Not that part, I said that part. But he was describing exactly the distinction that matters right now. AI handles a task that are repetitive and, I guess, procedural. What can't be replicated is your judgment, years of doing what you've been doing. So keep that in mind, okay? Your knowledge of your clients, your market, your specific corner of the world, that's not trainable data. That's yours. And it's the only thing that makes everything else worth listening to. It really is. So what do we do with this? I think it's kind of 2 columns. So take a couple minutes this week and let's do this. On one side, what only you can do. The relationship built from years of trust, the judgment that comes from your particular track record, the angle of your work, the focus of your work, that's really distinctly yours because of the life you have lived to get here where you are today. That's one column. You know, the old draw the line down the column of a piece of paper, however you want to do it. The other side, everything else. Drafting, formatting, the research that used to eat your mornings away. Repetitive mechanical work that takes your time but doesn't require you to do things specifically. 2 columns. Column 2 is AI's job. Column 1 is yours. The right move now is to double down on that, not hand it off. The push-up is still yours to do. The question is where you're going to do them. In my case, sometimes people say, hey, man, Scott, what are you doing playing with tech and stuff? Well, I can tell you this. I bought my first computer, a VIC-20, when I was, I think, 20 years old. Every single thing I've done in my life and my business has led by tech. I'm in this business today because I was able to sit down and write a website and create a podcast before anybody else knew how to do it. I was able to do that. So does it make sense to you that in all the work that I do, that I would immediately say, my wisdom, my discernment, my experience tells me that Scott has the ability to dig into something very technical and to grab it and form it into a whole new iteration of my business. It's what I've always done. It's what I've always will do. It's not going to go away. Plus, I like to talk too. So I do that too. Okay, let's be honest here, okay? There is a wave of content right now that you're seeing that's technically flawless, right? Completely indistinguishable from every other piece of technically flawless content. You can see it all over the place. I see it all over LinkedIn. You guys are crazy on LinkedIn. I know you got to be on LinkedIn. I got to do my posting. We'll like a couple people, got to follow the rules on LinkedIn. It's where people find me. But you're all writing the same stuff. I hate looking at it. I see the same sentences. I see the same everything. You're all copying each other. I know what you're doing. You're scraping LinkedIn and having LinkedIn AI write another LinkedIn article the same way. Ick. Same structure, same arc, same 3 takeaways with a tidy acronym at the end. Happens. Algorithms. The algorithm may not notice yet. Your clients will. They're not holding on for someone who sounds like a well-calibrated model. No, they're looking for someone who sounds like you. I kind of do both. You can hear me, deep knowledge of this stuff, and yet I'm still completely me. I understand. I'm not going to get caught in that bubble. Not going to. I'm hanging on to what makes Scott Scott. The same thing that makes you love me or hate me. That's what I want to do. AI just going to help me do more of it. I love that sound. AI can make you hate me more. That's awesome. You can't have the lovers without the haters, can you? So what's this mean? I guess it means you have to show up as yourself a little bit, right? And it's kind of hard. And let me tell you real fast, because I've gone through this, and my wife has seen me go through this. When I started to see this happening about a year and a half ago, it really concerned me. I saw changes in business. I saw changes all over the place. I have an international business, so I kind of saw some stuff before other people did, and I didn't know what it was. And I dove in, and it was kind of scary for a little bit. And then I had to go through the process of figuring it out and digging in. I had the process of making it useful. I had to go through all that stuff just to get it working. I started with free, and then I went to $20 a month, and then I had 4 AI models I was working with, and I realized I don't need them all. Now I'm at the, Claude, the $200 a month max, whatever it is. How did I get there? I got it working so much for me that I just kind of ran out of credits. And there's nothing worse than playing a very cool game and running out of credits, is there? So use AI for everything it can do. It's the best assistant you've ever had in your life. If you're a VA, you better be good, man. You better be good, because AI is coming for you. And you're leaving real time on the table if you're not. You can claim back so much of your life. Listen, we are all about freedom here, all about giving your time back. I'm all about the laptop lifestyle without the laptop. What does that mean? It means you sit down and you do your work for maybe an hour or two, then you leave, and the computer keeps doing the work for you. You don't have to do that. Man. Relationships, judgments, all yours. Build trust over time, use it, be consistent, show up as yourself. That's fun to do, man. The human thing. You can't hire somebody else to do you and to do your push-ups for you, right? And you wouldn't want to. That's where your strength comes from. All right, tomorrow we'll kind of finish up this arc a little bit for you. Got one more thought I want to share before I run out of thoughts I want to share.